ALA Executive Board and vote of the ALA Council. According to the criteria established in 1979, to be eligible for honorary membership, a person should be so outstanding that there can be no question about his or her suitability. The designation should recognize the contribution of an individual per se, rather than that of an individual representing the accomplishments of many. The contribution may be to librarianship or to a closely related field, and the recipient may be a librarian or a person in a related field. It is my pleasure to present this honor to Patricia Glass Schuman.
Whereas Patricia Glass Schuman, librarian, author, editor, publisher, has repeatedly changed the culture of the American Library Association, the perception the profession of librarianship has of itself, and its communication with the people of our nation. And whereas her hundreds of publications and presentations have helped librarians around the world define issues that allow them to take greater control of their lives and their profession. And whereas Patricia Glass Schuman was a prime mover in establishing the Social Responsibilities Roundtable, its Task Force on Women, now called the Feminist Task Force, and the Committee on the Status of Women in Libraries, COSWAL. And whereas Patricia Glass Schuman, the first woman elected treasurer of ALA, made ALA finances transparent and understandable to the membership, and initiated policies that put ALA on sounder financial footing. And whereas she led the successful drive to endow the ALA Scholarship Fund and helped to establish the Library Champions fundraising effort. And whereas, as ALA President, Patricia Glass Schuman launched ALA's first nationwide public media campaign, Call for America's Libraries, Say Yes to Your Right to Know, founded ALA's first Speakers Network, and established ALA's first Cultural Diversity Committee. And whereas she represented ALA by testifying before the United States Congress about America's right to open access and against privatization of public information, and helped to develop successful legislation establishing electronic access to government documents. And whereas Patricia Glass Schuman founded ALA's Library Advocacy Now program, which trained tens of thousands of advocates across the country, and also helped to establish numerous advocacy campaigns, including the Campaign for America's Libraries. And whereas she founded Neil Schuman Publishers, a company which encouraged myriad librarian authors, published hundreds of seminal works, and subsequently became an ALA imprint. And whereas Patricia Glass Schuman, as president of the Neil Schuman Foundation, ensured funding for research, advocacy, and education projects like Citizens Save Libraries. Now, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of her lifelong efforts to further social justice, to advance America's right to know, and to advocate for America's libraries, library workers, and library users, Patricia Glass Schuman is awarded the highest honor this association can bestow: honorary membership in the American Library Association. Congratulations.